Welcome to Shift by Bacardi.
Hi, I'm Kate Boushel in Montreal, and welcome to my shift. Normally you'd find me behind the bar at Atwater Cocktail Club or a Milky Way cocktail bar. Today we're gonna have a little pantry party in my kitchen. First things first, what spirit are we using? Today I decided to introduce you to Cachaça. What is Cachaça? It is essentially in the rum family. It is a sugarcane-based product that is native to Brazil. And one of the most beautiful things about it is that it's fermented fresh sugarcane juice. Its closest relative in the rum family is actually rum agricole. So it's really very bright, fruity, lively nose, really warm and vegetal notes. And in the case of Leblon Cachaça, also has really beautiful notes of fresh green grapes, which is most likely due to the fact that it is aged in French oak, and also has really beautiful notes of white pepper, earthy fruit, and really nice and grassy. So we're gonna continue playing on the little funky aspect of our cachaça. We are going to be adding a little bit of Noilly Prat extra dry vermouth. So what is special about this specific vermouth? And for those who don't know what vermouth is, it's a fortified wine. This one is very specific because it is made in the south of France with Picpoul and Clairette grapes. And that in and of itself is really unique because those grape varietals are kind of funky and really interesting and very seldom used. So there's that, but also the fact that every single one of their liquid is aged for 1 year seaside in a variety of different barrels. So that is also really fun. There's a nice level of salinity, which will go really well with our Leblon. Now that we've determined what we're playing with, let's go and scope out what's in our pantry. One thing that I definitely want to play with, instead of using your typical lemon or lime as an acidifier, today we're going to use a little bit of sherry vinegar. Why not? Keep it in the funk family. On this spice side, we're gonna go with a bit of cardamom, pink pepper to play up on the pepper notes, coriander seed. So it's great. So we have some herbs, we have some pepper, we have our acidifier with the sherry vinegar. Now I'm looking to add a bit of depth and something that will help bind everything together. So we're looking for an added sugar, and I'm thinking maybe tea. So let's go into the other cabinet in the other pantry. So I have a really beautiful miel d'anisette, which is local here to Quebec, and I have their summer variety. So really nice and very floral. So that'll play up really well also with the already fruity and kind of floral notes as well from the Leblon. And I think we're gonna go with just a garden variety black tea. Yeah, a little English breakfast will do the trick. We're going to start by making our herbal tea and dried spice syrup. So we're gonna use our mason jar, our knife, muddler, and our peeler for some fresh ginger. Peel a nice solid inch of root. So this kind of piece should be more than enough. Throw that into your mason jar, and then just give it a light muddle, just to release some of the juices. Throw in your tea bag. We're gonna completely submerge it in water, so I just kind of cut that piece off. Throw that in there as well. So we're going to add a half teaspoon of pink peppercorn, a half teaspoon of coriander seed. I love coriander. But yeah, so I'm just gonna add 6 pods to that. And I just kind of crush, a light crush. Make sure that your cardamom pods are the ones that are really fully open, because you really need to have access to the seeds inside in order to create an infusion, or at least to maximize that flavor. Toss it in as well, a cup of water. And then we're just going to close that up and let it sit for, I like to let mine sit for about 2 hours. So we'll get back to it, right? Okay, so after a few hours, it should be something nice and dark, kind of like this. You're gonna need your sieve And you're going to need a coffee filter. Just pour that into your secondary container. Let's just finish off with our honey. Mix all the way until you've reached full dilution. We are ready to build a cocktail, which I think I've decided to call the Mantiquierihna. We need ice, a mallet, a rag, strainer, a shaker, a jigger, a highball, and I decided that sage was going to be today's garnish. So first things first, let's crush ourselves some ice. Make sure that you keep about 5-6 cubes for the actual shaking process. We're going to be using our sherry vinegar, our acidifier. I'm going to be putting in just a 1/4 ounce. And then we're pulling out our delicious pantry syrup. We have a tablespoon or 1/2 ounce of our syrup, and we're going to proceed with our delicious Noilly Prat extra dry vermouth. So we're going to be putting in a 1/2 ounce, and then we have 1.5 ounces or 3 tablespoons of Leblon Cachaça. I'm going to add a little dash of Clingstone peach bitters. Just shake away. Fill your glass with fresh ice and just pour over. Whoop. It'll always kind of bubble up a little. So pour it slowly. And then voila. And then you can just activate a bit of those oils. And there we go. Mantiquierihna. Oh, fabulous. I hope you enjoy. And thank you so much for joining me for my shift. And thank you to Bacardi for allowing this and making this all possible for all of us bartenders across Canada.